Hi friends, welcome back to Asana with Samantha. I am Sam. I'm so glad you're flowing with me today. As always, bear in mind that I'm not there with you, so if you have any injuries, work within the bounds of your capabilities. Be present in your body and again, work within your limits. So today I thought that it would be nice to do a restorative self-care type of flow since last time we built some fire and burned our abs a little bit. So we'll just go ahead and get started with that. So start in a kneeling position. And we're just going to rest the hands down in the lap, wherever is comfortable. Close off the eyes and just tap into your body. So pay attention to your breath. We're not doing any active breathing today, so don't try to manipulate it in any way, but just observe the breath, whether it's deep or shallow, or fast or slow. And take a little scan of your body and think, where am I in need of some TLC? Maybe your hamstrings are feeling a little tight. Maybe it's in your neck or your shoulders. Just take a little scan. Okay, we'll blink open the eyes. We're going to inhale, arms come up. We're just going to twist to the right side. So left hand comes on the outside of your right thigh, right hand comes as a kickstand behind you. As you inhale, grow a little bit taller, and as you exhale, ring out through the abdomen. Take an extra breath here. We'll inhale, come back up to center. As you exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, get a little deeper into that twist. This is a restorative flow, so I want you to work within about 10% of your flexibility capabilities. Inhale back up to center. Hands come down through heart center. We're going to do some half neck rolls. So right ear comes to right shoulder. Exhale down through center. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale down through center. Right ear to right shoulder. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Two more on each side. Exhale through center. Last one, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale down. Left ear to left shoulder. Exhale down, and then we're just going to open through the throat. Take a couple of breaths here. Awesome. We're going to come into a tabletop position. So wrists, elbows, shoulders are stacked. Knees and hips are stacked. If you're feeling a little sore in your wrists or your shoulders, you can bring your hands a little bit forward and wide of your shoulders. Otherwise, keep them stacked. I'm going to press through the ground to lift the chest forward. Inhale, and as you exhale, press the ground away to round the spine. Inhale to come forward. Sit bones broad. Exhale. Sit bones tuck under. One more time. Inhale. Cow. Exhale. Cat. Come into neutral tabletop. We're going to step the knees back a little bit. We're going to come forward into an extended puppy. So the difference between child's pose and extended puppy, child's pose, you're sitting back on your knees. Extended puppy, your buns are sticking straight up in the air. So knees and hips are still stacked in extended puppy. And in this position, if you feel like you need to open a little bit more through the front shoulders, you can lift to the fingertips and open through the chest and the shoulders that way. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we're going to thread the needle. So left hand, just like it sounds like, thread the needle through, and we're going to twist. So bear in mind that in this position, a lot of people will use it to try to like stretch out their shoulders. It's actually a spinal twist. So you want to be twisting through the torso in this position. Inhale to come back up to center. Switch hands and thread through to the left side. Twisting through that abdomen. Inhale, come back up to center. We're just gonna slither forward into Sphinx. So in Sphinx, make sure your abdomen is still engaged so that you're not collapsing onto the floor. We're gonna bring our left forearm a little bit more into the center line. Bend the right knee. We're gonna reach back for a quad stretch. Now in this position, you wanna make sure that your shoulder blades are on your back and you're not collapsing your shoulder. You don't wanna be doing this. You wanna make sure your collarbone's broad. Shoulder blade is on the back side of your body. Just open through the chest this way. We'll release that. Go to the other side. Again, plugging that shoulder blade into the back and opening through the chest. Release down. We'll plant the hands under our shoulders and just press back into a wide leg child's pose. So knees are wide, feet are together. We're just gonna lay down right in that hole between your legs. Take some nice deep breaths in this position. Again, pay attention to how your body is feeling in these positions. Are they helpful to your body? Are they less comfortable than what you're used to? If they are less comfortable, are you able to sit with it for a minute? We'll stretch over to the right side, keeping our shoulders in line. Now open up through the left side body, create some space. We'll walk over to the left side. Create some space in the right side body. As you inhale, see if you can feel your back body expanding. Or if that stretch through your side increases on your inhales. Walk back to center. We're going to peel the body up slowly to a kneeling position. So bring the weight forward a little bit, cross the legs, and just roll back onto your bum, and we'll bring the legs out long. In this position, the most important thing I want you to focus on is your spine staying straight. So peel the flesh off of your sit bones to make sure that they're actually connecting and rooting down into the mat. And then we'll take an inhale, and as you exhale, keep that spine straight. So even if this is as far as you go, I'm in a tighter body, so if this is as far as you go, that's awesome. If you're extra hypermobile and you can go all the way down to your feet, that's fine. Just make sure you're not rounding, but that you're staying straight. You can place your hands on the mat, or you can grab hold of your calves or your feet, wherever is comfortable for you. Inhale to come up. We're going to bring the right sole of the foot into the left thigh. We're going to forward fold again. This time as you forward fold, try to kind of direct your pelvis towards that extended leg. Inhale to extend up, and exhale, forward fold. Again, keeping that spine long. So the crown of the head is reaching up and out. Or if you're hypermobile, it's reaching forward. Inhale to come back up. We're going to take that right foot and cross it over the left foot. So just to the right, to the outside of your left leg. You can place your right hand behind you. Inhale to lift and grow tall. Exhale, you can either hug the knee or you can use your elbow as a lever to bring yourself deeper into the twist. Watch your left toes, that they are still pointed up towards the sky. You can bring your gaze over that right shoulder to deepen the twist. And inhale, come back up to center. We'll release that right foot down. We'll cross the left over the right leg. Right toes stay pointed up towards the sky. Left arm comes behind you as a kickstand. Inhale to extend tall, and exhale to twist. So with every inhale, I want you to imagine yourself being pulled up by a puppeteer towards the roof. And as you exhale, imagine that you're like a washcloth being wrung out. Inhale, come back up to center. We'll place the sole of the left foot to the right thigh. And again, bring your torso more pointed towards that extended foot. We'll inhale to grow and exhale to forward fold. Don't be surprised if one side is a little bit more flexible than the other. It's very common to be uneven on each side. It can be right or left, it just depends on the person. So you can imagine someone is pulling through your crown to make your spine even longer. Inhale to come up. Now we're going to come into shoelace. So right knee crosses over left knee. So it looks like this. So your right knee is over your left knee. Turn this way. Let me come up. My bones are not in your face. Inhale to grow tall, and exhale, forward fold. So you want both of your sit bones to be drawing towards the ground. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can try doing more of a box shape. Or if you feel that there's just a lot of tension, you can press your knees together. Sometimes that can help. I feel like the stretch is one that either you absolutely love or you hate. I personally find it to be super yummy. And then inhale, come up. You're going to keep your feet planted where they are, but you're going to kind of twist to come up into a wide-legged forward fold. Come up halfway to establish the straightness in your spine, and then exhale, forward fold. Focus on keeping your sit bones broad and pointed up towards the sky. If this is as far as you go, that's totally fine. Just work within the range of your flexibility. And like I said, this is a restorative flow, so only push within about 10% of your flexibility capabilities. You do not want to push and strain because we are not building a lot of heat in this stretch. Walk over to the right side. If you're able, you can kiss your knee. And we'll walk over to the left side. Again, if you're able, kiss your knee. Be respectful of your body. Some people's bodies are tighter than others, and that is okay. All right, keeping your feet where they are, we're just going to continue in our circle to come back around into shoelace with the left leg on top. Inhale to extend and grow tall, and then exhale, forward fold. So you should be feeling this in your left glute and down the left abductors. inhale to come back up. And then we're just going to spin right back around into that wide leg forward fold. So twist, back down into that forward fold. In fact, I'm going to turn sideways so that my feet are actually on the mat. You can grab hold of opposite elbows and just hang. If you need to take a nice bend in the knees, that's totally fine. But work on getting your sit bones high up into the sky. Okay, we're going to walk our hands over to the right side. We're going to angle that right foot to point towards the short edge of the mat. And we're going to angle our back foot to about a 45-degree angle. So these are warrior one feet, but we're going to keep both legs straight. Inhale to lift, and exhale to lower down into pyramid pose. If this is as far as you get, that's totally fine. Again, work within the capabilities of your flexibility. If you are hypermobile, make sure that you keep a micro bend in your right knee to make sure that you are not hyperextending. As you inhale, see if you can gain a little length in your spine. As you exhale, see if you can get a little bit deeper into that forward fold. I'm going to pivot, bend the front knee, and pivot the back foot into a high lunge. I want you to plant your left hand just a little bit wide and forward of your shoulder. And then just like you're drawing a bow and arrow, we're going to reach all the way up into a spinal twist, up towards the sky. Make sure that you are keeping your hip engaged and you are twisting through the torso. You're not collapsing into that back hip joint. And we'll plant the hand, reset that back foot. We're just gonna walk and pivot our feet all the way back around to the other side. So left foot points towards the short edge of the mat. Right foot is at about a 45-degree angle. Both legs straight. Micro bend in that front knee if you are hypermobile. We're going to exhale to forward fold into that pyramid pose. Inhale to gain a little bit of length through the spine. Exhale to see if you can get a little deeper. If it's more comfortable to be up on blocks in this position, this can be a really great place to be, and it still maintains the integrity of the pose. Do not shy away from blocks. They are amazing friends. All right, we'll bend that front knee, pivot the back leg into our high runner's lunge, and then we're just gonna draw that bow and arrow all the way up, reach to the sky. Engage those hip muscles so that you're not collapsing down. Strong legs. And exhale, plant the hands. We'll walk back into our center. Heel toe the feet in just a bit, just a little wider than hip width apart. I'm gonna angle them out and come down into Malasana, our yogic squat. Now, if you are new to the practice and this feels like a crazy pose, you might be finding yourself up here. And that's totally okay. This is a great place to be. You just have to work with the balance. Getting your heels down does make it easier, but it's something that really only comes with consistent practice. It took me a long time before I could get my feet to touch the floor. And it does help a lot more with balance, but don't kick yourself if you're working with balance right now. It's a work in progress. It just takes practice. You can bring your hands to heart center and use your elbows to push your hip flexors a little bit further. So you can either stay in this position, or if you'd like to bind, you can wrap. So bring your right shoulder to the inside of your right knee and wrap around that leg. Reach behind you with your left arm, and you can connect the hands behind you. You You can do this with a strap if you feel that your shoulders are not opened up enough quite yet to reach. We'll release that bind. Come over to the left side, so the left shoulder comes to the outside or the inside of the left knee. Wrap around the back and connect on this side. Open through the chest. Release that bind. Place your hands down on the mat and just come down to sit, however. Recommended Baddha Konasana. So, soles of the feet are together, and for this first forward fold, I want you to bring them as close to your body as you can. It doesn't matter how close you get. Like I said, I've been saying it again and again, work within the range of your body. Bring them as close as you can though. Make sure your sit bones are actually connected. If you need to peel the flesh off your bones, then feel free to do that. We'll inhale to extend up towards the sky, and exhale, forward fold with your spine extended. So again, it's as if that puppeteer is pulling you up and out. If you feel like this is not quite deep enough for you, you can use your elbows to press down even further. And inhale, come back up. Now we're gonna extend the diamond a little bit wider. So you can just extend it a little bit further out. And now for this forward fold, feel free to round your spine. So you're just drawing your forehead towards that little hole in your feet. Doesn't need to make it there, but that's just where it's headed. So just round the spine. Just enjoy getting a little bit closer to your feet. On your inhales, feel that back body expanding. As you exhale, see if you can draw just a little bit closer. On an inhale, come back up tall. That's nice. And we're just gonna come down to a supine position, so just laying down. You can get there however is comfortable for you. We're gonna do a couple of figure four stretches. So, left ankle crosses over right knee. Keep this foot flexed to protect your left knee. We're gonna thread the hands through behind the right thigh. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, draw that leg towards you. You can use your left elbow to press against that left inner thigh to get a deeper stretch. Does not matter what this ankle is doing. I just want to make sure this one is flexed. And release that. We'll switch over. So right ankle crosses over left knee. Flex that right ankle. Thread the hands behind the left thigh. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, draw that leg towards you. And again, you can use your right elbow to add a little pressure and deepen that stretch. Bring your knees to the chest. You can rock side to side. And then place your feet at the width of your mat. So not quite to where they're touching your fingers, but just a little bit wider than that. And we're going to twist. So keep your feet where they are, planted. And keep your knees bent. You're gonna bring your right knee down to the ground. You're gonna press your left knee down and away from you. So it's gonna give you a nice stretch through the psoas, which is one of those deep muscles that tends to hold a lot of tension, but doesn't get a lot of attention. So it might feel a little wonky to you if you're not used to it. So you might feel a little bit of stretch in this one, but mainly it's going to be all through here. Inhale to come back up to center. And as you exhale, tilt to the left. And again, take that right knee and press it down and away from you. If you aren't feeling it right in here, then you're not doing it right. So press your knee down towards the mat and away. Keep both your shoulder blades on the mat. And you can keep your hands on your abdomen, or you can come out to a cactus, you come out to T, whatever is most comfortable for you. Inhale back up to center. We'll exhale, twist to the left. You'll come back up to center. We're just going to extend down into a Shavasana. So let your feet roll out to the sides, tuck the shoulder blades underneath your back, palms face up, close off the eyes. I want to make sure that you're still maintaining a little bit of a space right here. You don't want your sit bones to be tucked under. And just feel every section of your body that is connected to the mat. Allow it to sink down into the earth. Allow your body to move into a rest and digest state of mind, state of being. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. See if you can listen for the sound, the ambient sounds in the room around you. And bring your presence back to the body. Maybe take some deeper breaths, wiggle the fingers and toes. We'll roll over to one side. And slowly, slowly come up to a seated position. You can place the hands wherever is comfortable. And take a moment to scan the body again. See if there's any difference in the way that it feels now. Or if there are still areas that feel like they have needs. You can blink open the eyes. I hope that you enjoyed that. If you did, please like and subscribe. There are new flows every Tuesday and Saturday. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please comment below. If you have any suggestions for future flows, please comment or send me a message, let me know. I'd love to create a flow, especially for what you need. Thank you so much for flowing with me today. Namaste, and have a swell day.